So yeah, in this video again, we are going to look at some of the examples for the aligned and unaligned transfers. So yeah, let's take the first example here. The address is 0, transfer size is 32 bits, which is 4 bytes. Bus type is incrementing, and bus length is 4 transfers. So here we see like there are 4 transfers, and we see that this address 0 is actually aligned with the transfer size, which of 4 bytes. So this is an aligned address. So yeah, all these data gets transferred over the 4 bits. Excuse me. So in this case, the second example, the starting address is 1, which is not aligned with the 4 bytes. So this is an unaligned address. And in this case, the burst will start from the address 1. So in case of the first transfer of the first beat, only the 3 bytes gets transferred. But from the second beat onwards, 4 bytes gets transferred in each of these transfers. So in this case, the master has to make the W strobe for this byte. The lower bit signal of the W strobe needs to be 0. It's effectively there will be 4 bits of W strobe for this. So in this case, it should be 1, 1, 1, and 0 should be the W strobe for this. And for all the other transfers, it will be all ones. So in this case, we see that all the things are the same except for the burst length, which is 5 transfers. So we just have another row of or another beat of transfer. That is the only difference here. And here we see that there are 5 transfers, but the starting address seems to be on 7. So what exactly happens here is we see that the this is again an unaligned address, and this happens to be the last byte in this, the boundary of alignment. So in the very first beat of the transfer, we see that only 1 byte gets transferred, and for the remaining transfers, we see that 4 bytes gets transferred in the entire beat. So actually, here we see that it's supposed to be 5 transfers and 4 bytes in each transfer, which comes to be around 20 bytes. But effectively, what happened is only 17 bytes gets transferred because the address which is starting address which you are given is unaligned address. Going for some more examples for the same. So here we see that the address is 0. Transfer size is again 4 bytes and incrementing in 4 transfers. But the bus width happens to be 64 bits or effectively 8 bytes. So this happens to be a narrow transfer, and no, the starting address is anyways aligned with the 32 bits or 4 bytes. So what happens is the lower first 4 bytes gets transferred. The next 4 bytes is not is made to be a shaded region, because it is only we are able to send 4 bytes due to a narrow transfer. It could be a limitation of the master, maybe that could be one of the reasons. So in this case, we see that alternatively the 4 bytes are sent. So this is an example of aligned narrow transfer. So again, looking at the address 7 now. So what happens is in this case, in the very first transfer, this again is an unaligned address, and only 1 byte gets transferred in the very first transfer. From the next beat onwards, no, for 4 bytes gets transferred. Here it's pretty much the same case, and we just have one more beat of transfer here. So here next we see that the starting address is 4. So this is very much aligned with the 4 byte transfer size. So here we see that it starts with 4, 5, 6, 7, and whatever the case with the earlier one where we started with 7 there, that was unaligned, so we were able to send only one byte of transfer in the 1 byte of data in the first transfer. But here, since this is an aligned address, we're able to send the 4 bytes in the very first transfer also. So yeah, this is some of the these are some of the examples for the aligned and unaligned transfers. Please do let me know your queries in comments. Thank you.